What is up, all you beautiful people? I am back with another new video. Hope you all staying safe. I just really want to say that every single time, because I really do care for all of you. And we are back with TENYI VODs. So people are asking, well, not people, but if y'all are wondering how this budget deck fares against other deck online, you've come to the right place. So we're gonna go online. I'm just gonna go to replay. I'm just showing you guys all the replays. We'll definitely want to do live one with this. This is my first TENYI game. I'm gonna show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 6 just disappeared, but so first deck. Let me just pause real fast. I'm just go right through all the plays. In the first duel, I forgot to put mares in this deck, so I'm playing like a slightly older version, which is even more budget. But I'm playing against a 60 card deck. Didn't notice that till now. Use Vessel. Flawless Protection. Summon Nahara. What I should have done is summoned Special Summon Nahara, go into Monk, and then use Vessel so I can get a +1 and add to the hand. But this is my first time playing the deck, so that's just how it was. So Vanity's Fiend Storming. Playing against Raid Raptors. There's something past, so obviously what I do is next turn is just attack over. Set 1, attack over. He has Booster Tricks, which is really good. Just destroys the attacking monster. So he goes into Force Tricks, and then he gets to add a Winged Beast from deck to the hand. I don't know if he's running Wise Tricks, question mark, but he just attacks me for 18. I'm like, okay, there's no reason to storming that. So I use Vessel. Just put Adjunct to the graveyard, just get my resources out there. Summons Napalm Dragons, burns me for 600, attacks with everything. So this is when, because there's 3 monsters on the field, this is when I'd activate Storming Mirror Force. So it just ends his turn, and I draw into, lo and behold, another Vessel. Kind of blows, but we're just gonna deal with it. Summons Napalm Dragons. I don't know. I'm pretty sure all the Raid Raptors just special summon themselves. I guess not. I guess they don't work similarly with Black Wings, but you know, this is Force Tricks again. And attacks me for 600. Like, I'm pretty sure there's so many options for this deck that I could have died by now, but I'm not sure if I don't know what build he's playing. Some Vishuda Saving Grace, go into Monk. Use Vishuda, bounces back row back to his hand because I have no idea what it is, and I don't want to risk it. Use Ajna, get Adhara. Attack for 400. Then pass. That's it. That's all I can really do. Burns me for 600. So Adhara gets Vishuda back. Such on Vishuda. Go into Shaman. Dump my card. Get Nahada. And go into Berserker. Vishuda is just gonna bounce one. The reason why I did this is because I didn't want him to have a free level 4 in the field. I'm just gonna attack over this and have a deal a spicy 2900 damage. I do have a Solemn Judgment face down, so it's really good. I have no idea what Raid Raptors do, but I'm liking it because I get that +2. So he uses Rise Falcon, and I'm like kind of nervous about that card because this can target one of my monsters if this card gains attack each of that monster's current attack. So it's always going to be slightly bigger. I just didn't want to take that risk. So obviously I negated that, and I drew into another one. Went to Sasara and Shitana to go into Monk. I used Vishuda to bounce it back, but I get a token first. I completely forgot about the token. My accent just got weird there. Whoops. So Flawless Protection gives me another +2. He goes into Blade Runner. I get kind of nervous here. So I'm pretty sure I had game at this point. And then I forgot about that Battle Trap he had in the graveyard. If you guys don't know what Raid Raptor Readiness does, is he can banish it, and then he takes no damage that turn. I'm like, okay, cool. So attack with the Monk for lulls. He draws into Soul Shade Forest, cuts his life points in half. Then he special summons Revolution Falcon, Dance Dance Revolution Falcon. And my Mafura. Oh, this is when I was running Get Out. I'm not running that anymore. I never used it, so still budget. Still budget. He has the second Soul Shade Force. He goes into Satellite Cannon. That sounds like a beast. Sad to Nahada. There was no reason why I didn't have it. There's actually no reason. And then the replay just ends there. He just scoops. He just realizes, oh, Sasara's just gonna attack. And yeah, that's really it actually. I should have just saved the Nahada. This is my first game playing ever with the Tenyi deck. Should have just saved Nahada. Copy the token next turn and get another token because this card is just broken. And then just attack over this and then drop Nahada then for the maximum BM. But the replay ended there. Here's my second game with Tenyis. So I'm playing against some Fluffle Predaplant deck. Chimera. Chimeraphasia. Use Polymerization. Summon Dragostapelia. So this is gonna negate one So I summon Vishuda. Normal summon Adhara. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go into Draco Berserker, run it over, and then do my thing, right? Then he puts a Predaplant counter on it. And I was like, I was trying to sit there for like 2 minutes to figure out why I can't Synchro into Draco Berserker. Then I just read the card now and realizes that the monster becomes level 1. So I go into Shaman, get Mafura, get Sasara. I would have never normal summoned Adhara if that was the case. I just would have went to probably Shaman and then summon Vanity's Feed. As long as I can get over that card. I think this is... I have never seen that card. So a Fist there. He activates Shaddoll Fusion. I'm terrified of Shaddoll Fusion because he just says he gets to send stuff from his deck for free. Uses Fusion Substitute. He chain blocks both of those. Banishes Fusion Substitute to put Dragostapelia back. And he uses Chimera to just banish one of my cards, so he just tries to banish the token. But that does target. Unfortunately, Mafura is in the graveyard, so I just banish Mafura and then just yeet the Chimera. He uses a Lure and he banishes a Scorpio and he gets into another Shaddoll Fusion, which sucks for me. Absolutely sucks. At this point, I have no idea what he's playing. And he summons Spore. I don't think he realizes he has any way to out this board. And next turn, I was just going to normal summon Vanity's Fiend after using Sasara's effect. So it was pretty much just a bad time for him. Or his internet broke, I don't know. Game 3, I played it. What the heck? I don't remember this game. I actually don't remember this game. So do the regular play. Basically, the idea for this deck is when you summon Shaman, you want to somehow get Mare Mare to the grave first. That's why you play 3 Mare Mares. You either want to open Mare Mare or get it off of from Vessel. Or that's why I put in Foolish Burial in this deck. This is like the most ideal hand. Because basically, you summon Vanity's Fiend or go into Sasara first. But like, because... Actually, I have no idea. Why didn't I go into... I could have went into Monk. Not Monk. Draco Berserker just to get more beef on board before I summoned Vanity's Fiend. But whatever, I had Storm and Mirror Force, so... Yeah, he couldn't out the Vanity's Fiend because Cloudians kind of need special summon. It's good to go back and just realize all the mistakes you make. So playing it against my buddy here, he's playing Tellarknights. He was like, yeah, get over this. I got Bagusta. And anti-spell. Don't have any spells in hand, so it's safe. I can use Monk. Vishuda. I'm not worried about the anti-spell, so I'm just going to bounce one of his other cards. At some later point. Mare Mare. So I couldn't use Mare Mare's effect because of Baguska. My only goal at this point in time, because Baguska was on the field, is I wanted to run over Baguska. And I think I didn't have a Vishuda in graveyard, did I? I did have a Vishuda, so I should have bounced his other card, but At that point in time, because I knew he was playing Tellarknights, I was terrified of Oasis of Dragon Souls because it has so much recursion. But at the same time, I shouldn't have been because there's no monsters in his graveyard at the moment. So I could have bounced it, but regardless, it just comes back anyways. So I was fine. He activates his Torrential. I had Shatana in hand, so I just summon it back. Attack him for 3 Gs. He uses Oasis, gets that back, summons that, gets to special summon that, gets to add a Tellarknight from deck to hand, and it's so free. So I just summon Adhara, go into Sasara, copy one of his monsters, set 1 pass, get Shatana back in his hand, obviously. Have to get Shatana, it's so good. So he uses Trigger, yeets everything back into my hand, which really sucks. Absolutely sucks. I'm praying he didn't hit the Storming. He did not hit the Storming. Anti-spell again, obviously. I think. Oh, that's probably Oasis, yeah. It's like no point in hitting that because it just comes back. Absolutely just comes back. Alright, I set my Storming. He's gonna yeet the last card out of my hand. He goes to defense because he's playing it safe. He's playing it safe. So interesting. I have no idea what he has. Summons Boral Sword Dragon. So Tellarknights are very strong, guys. Utopia double for next turn, I guess. He's just trying to prevent me from attacking with one of the cards. Delteros. He pops it. I summon Blue Eyes Ultimate. So I use Masters of the Tenyi, pop everything he controls. Really good card at that point in time. Because I had 3 monsters with 3 normal monsters in the graveyard. Because Blue Eyes Ultimate counts as 1. I lose 1,000 here. Trigger again. He gets my Storming Mirror Force out of my hand. That really blows. Absolutely blows. At this point, I feel like I run out of options, so... I don't think I have an out. Is it John to, he has Crackdown face down? Yeah, that's GG's. So he gives me 1 extra turn for whatever reason. I draw into a second Vanity's Fiend. And that's absolutely hilarious. GG. Alright, got 3 more guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. So this was a duel that happened literally just like 2 hours ago? 1 or 2 hours ago? Playing against Adamancipator. I'm commenting. This deck is really cool. It's great. I like the way the cards look. They look sick. They look like looks like something I would play. Very anime. I like it. There's Needle Fiber against Sentry Soldier. I luckily did not see Fossil Dyna, but this lock was pretty good. Kind of a lock, because 1 monster effect negation, 1 spell negation, and 1 DD Crow on the field, and also 1 interruption. He's probably going to summon Desert Locust with Needle Fiber. So I activate Vishuda. He's activating Desert Locust. Well, Desert Locust activates during Resolution, so there's no way he could have ripped Vishuda out of my hand. And also Desert Locust lets me choose, so I choose the Mare to rip out of my hand. And you try to use Vishuda to hit his Notoria Beast, but I did not read Kawaki Meru Guardian, and that brutally clapped me up. I special summon Ashuna, normal summon Anhara, and the play is done. That all I have to do is go into Draco Berserker for the Tenyi. Hit his Notoria Beast, get that beefy attack, run over the other one. Activate Vessel, Shatana, use Desires during main phase 2, and I draw into a Solemn Judgment, which is great. This field spell wasn't a threat, so I just didn't do anything about it. You have to really be patient with your Solemns, because you have to wait until there's something that's big enough of a threat to use it. So this is a big threat. You guys don't know what Dragonite does? Or Dragonite? What can we call it? Dragonite. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. If you do, you can return cards your opponent controls up to the number of rock monsters excavated. Not not equal. It says up to. So if you excavate 5, you can return 5. Or up to 5, which is really, really good. Obviously, I'm not going to let that go through. It does not target. So absolutely not. And then the replay ends there. Because next turn, all I have to do is attack Draco Berserker. Is going to attack Desert Locust. It's going to get the buff. 6700. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, game. Playing against some Generaider deck. He summons Trickstar Nightshade. No, he activates Generaider Stage. Trickstar Nightshade. Bloom lets me draw the extra card. The second Vanities, which I don't need, unfortunately. Use Verte, summons Dragon of Red Eyes, which blows. Alright, here's the predicament I'm in, alright? Let me just start this up for you guys. Utaganda. Contribute 2 cards to banish 1 card on the field. So just straight up banish any card on the field. So if I activate like a Dragon Ravine, he can banish it before it resolves properly. That's hypothetically. 1 Omni Negate, monster spell or trap. That's not a speed spell 3. Another Omni Negate. I think. No, he used this during standby phase. Yeah, he used this during standby phase. So he already has these 2 tokens. So 1 banish, just in case there's something way too big that I'm just gonna run over. And 2 Omni Negates, and I did not know he had an infinite impermanence, okay? So I use Vishuda, and I realized there's nothing I can do. If I go into Monk, and I try to bounce one of these cards, obviously he'd negate it. There's no question about it. And Vanity's Fiend doesn't help at this point, because my monsters are not... Vanity's Fiend just wouldn't be big enough, and he can just banish it with Utaganda. So I'm pretty much stuck here. Knowing that I was stuck, even if this was a foolish burial, it really wouldn't have helped, unfortunately. So I just went to Monk and I just surrendered there. Last replay, guys. I'm playing against some Noble Knight deck. This is a good one. Going to Ashuna, Shaman, pitch, get Mare. Special summon off of Mare 3 times. This is the bread and butter player, right? This is the bread and butter. You go to Sasara, get your Tana back. Now Mare is a level 4, so you can go Draco, Berserker of the Tenyi. So right now I have no idea what Noble Knights do. I still don't know what Noble Knights do, unfortunately. But I saw Isolde and my brain just went panic mode, so I just banished Isolde. Effect did go off, unfortunately. He did get the search. But once he activated God Phoenix Gearfree, this new card, I realized if I have a next turn, I would negate this. This is the one I would banish. Unless he summons like a deadly monster that I have to negate. So before it activates that, the reason why I'm chaining Sasara to that instead of waiting is because if I activate a monster effect, he can just negate it. If he sends a face-up equipped card, he controls the Reaver. I just didn't want him to get that luxury, so I just waited. But he attacked, so I Storming. It was good. So Sasara, get that easy. Going to Monk and going to Berserker. Let's give that Tenyi a little bit of fuel. Attack with everything. He's going to be at 1,000 life points. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't playing budget, then I could kill him. Could have killed him by then. Probably with a Boral Sword, but that's alright. I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing. He's doing so many things. Anybody in the comment want to break this down? I'll give you a heart. Just kidding, guys. I'll give you a heart anyways. So he summons the Metal Marsher and then goes into Vanguard round and goes to Starter's Charge Warrior, draws a card off of that. Goes into, what the hell is this? Emperor Charles. You can equip, he can just destroy a card on the field, non-targeting, which is really good. A lot of these new cards are non-targeting, and so targeting just becomes like a thing of the past, basically. But he activates God Phoenix Gearfree. I'm not going to let it resolve properly, so I'm just going to banish. Activate Tenyi to banish it. And he sets the Glory of the Noble Knights. What is this for? Okay, so he immediately lets him equip one card, so he's going to destroy 2 cards on the field. So during the end phase, he can equip one. Oh, he equips two at the same time. Oh, with an equip card. Not sure why I only equipped. Why I destroyed one. Maybe it's because it's at the same time. So I use Sasara. Copy this attack so it's 3,000, not 3,500. Now I'm using Vashuda to bounce his back row back because I have no idea what it is. So I was going to do something cool. Attack into his monster during the battle step because Nahana doesn't activate during damage step. I'll drop his attack by 1,500 and that'd be game. But he negates it with Avalon. I think Avalon can only activate once per turn. Okay. But Shatana's on the field, on the graveyard, so I use Shatana. Banish Shatana, get Berserker back, destroy that Synchro monster, and then attack with everything. And that is GG's. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. The deck list and breakdown is in the video prior to this if you want to take a look at it. Hope you're all staying safe by this, and once again, I do appreciate all of you guys. If you enjoyed, let me know. I'm AkemiTCG. Stay beautiful, everyone.
The world ends now.